Hey, you want to hear my impression of a bird? Tweet, dang it! Tweet! Welcome back to Dread Canaries Against the Iron Storm. I'm the Dread Canary. The game is Against the Storm, and we are playing with a set of Iron Man rules that I came up with. Now, with Iron Man rules, what this means is I play every difficulty twice, and then advance the difficulty, and we keep going until I lose a map, or we have successfully beaten Prestige 20, the highest difficulty available. Now, so far, I have done the Settler, Pioneer, and Veteran difficulties off-stream, and the Viceroy difficulties on-stream, and we are about to start Prestige. Now, of course, if you're watching on YouTube, you can expect this to be half of a city, and then the other half will be posted as another video. Each of these is over an hour long anyway, so it's just a bit too long for me to stick into a single video. So that's where we're at. Let's go ahead, and I think it's time that we go to a different biome. So we are going to go to the Scarlet Orchard, up that difficulty to Prestige 1, call ourselves something like Los Angelos. And beavers and lizards with 2 additional people look good. We got 3 points to embark with. I am feeling some stone, and I am feeling some vegetables. Let's go. Alright, so our mysteries. First off, we are just going to get amber every year. So a flat amount of money every year to kick us off. Great. And then, of course, rotten rain. So we're going to spawn living matter on farm fields. Okay, well, that's a reason not to make farm fields if I can avoid it. Alternately, a reason to make farm fields, because then we can farm the rotten rain. Acid rain. If it produces building materials during the storm, then it produces less. So, inefficient building materials during a storm, okay? Faint flame. Ooh, sacrifices during the storm burn for less time, so we have to use more of them to get beneficial effects. That's going to be annoying. And pay 3 wood for every villager or they leave. So we need a lot of wood. Alright. Wood cutting's a little bit faster than normal. Fuel burns a little bit longer, and because we are up to Prestige, we now need 4 additional points to win. So that, I believe it's 18? It is 18. Used to only be 16, but then they added 2 more points to regular and Prestige levels to make it harder. We have, or I guess make it longer because people are complaining about not being able to enjoy their towns. We have a couple of spicy glades nearby, a couple of vanilla glades. That's all good. My favorite thing about the Scarlet Orchard is that the trees are all uniform, so we can make very, very straight edges. Let's go ahead and, for example, carve our way here. Now, we're not going to open up a glade in year 1. Year 1 is just going to be all about making additional space and getting the basis of some buildings down. Getting some basic buildings, getting the basis of economy. That's what I was trying to say. Looks good to me. So it's time to put a woodcutter's camp. And woodcutter's camp like that. Make sure this is a human. Human's bonus, of course, is that the queen's impatience grows more slowly. And that means more time up. Yep, we need to turn off burning of coal and sea marrow and oil. Just burn wood. That should be fine. We will want a scavenger's camp to collect these eggs. We will want a stonecutter's camp to collect this stone. We will want a harvester's camp just in case. Build roads all the way around here. Oh, nope, that's fine. That's actually fine. Beaver, 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 because beavers have that 10% chance of generating extra wood. first cornerstone. Okay. Lowering hostility by 15 points every time we open a cache sounds really useful. +2 to reed production is good, but it requires us to find reed. Gaining 2 amber for every 20 sea marrow produced is more free money if we can find sea marrow. I'm going to go with silent looting here because lowering the hostility of the forest is oftentimes amazing. Now that we've got orders, let's see what we can do. 5 packs of crops, or solve 2 glade events, and this gives us people and tools, which I'm inclined toward people and tools as rewards. Open up 4 glades, or just build 3 human and 3 beaver houses. I'm going to be building the housings anyway. I'll be opening the glades anyway too, and this does let people carry more when they're working glades. I think I want the houses. Have 15 copper ore to get more copper production and some tools, versus do 2 glade events and get 5 packs of building materials to get people and parts. Now this is highly tempting, especially since we already have this one, so we could be working on 2 at once, and it would give us more people, but I already have 2 sets of people rewards. And +1 copper production is pretty good. Especially because there's a 10% chance of any tree having copper in it. So we're definitely going to have copper to smelt, even if I don't find anything to mine. And then, of course, knowing I'll have access to copper means that we will be able to make tools. So let's pick our buildings. Well, like I just said, we're going to have access to copper, so let's get a tool shop. I really like getting basic building materials going because they can be very efficient with getting an economy up. So we're going to go with a lumber mill here. Now, since we have a lumber mill and a tool shop, the carpenter only would give us luxury goods, which is terrible. So we're going to ignore this right off the bat. Trapper's Camp is a good source of food, especially since lizards get a bonus, chance for bonus production when working it. And food is usually a problem on the Scarlet Orchard. But in this case, I think I want the kiln. And the reason I want the kiln is because the kiln gives us another basic building material, and it lets us turn wood into coal, a more efficient fuel. Jerky's also nice. Of course, we can't actually build those things until we have the resources for them. So let's go ahead and collect all of this. This needs 2 bricks, 2 cloth, 4 cloth, 2 bricks, 6 bricks. Go ahead and do this. There we go. So now everyone's employed, nobody's building anything, but generally for the first year I don't worry too much about housing. I probably should, especially since we're already at hostility 1, but I think if I just I think I'll be better off just firing my beavers if it gets to that point, or when it gets to that point, because there's no way I'm going to lose before the first storm. That'd be silly. Bit of city planning here. Let's also get a blight post scheduled for that location, and a couple of rain collectors. I always build them in 2s because there are a couple of orders that require you to have 2 rain collectors. And notice that because copper can be found in the trees here, we've already gotten this first one done So I'm going to go ahead and turn that in. Now the smithy would give us packs of trade goods and coats, because remember, I've already got a tier 3 tools available. The brewery would give us the potential to make ale for both humans and beavers. Very, very good. But I'm actually going to go with the leather worker and complete my trifecta of having buildings that make the building materials that we'll need. Also need bricks. You need bricks too. Okay, so you've made everything that you can as far as bricks go, right? What do we have? We have 6. Alright. Let's kick this guy out. And we're gonna let people get rather unhappy during the storm this time. So now I think we're never going to make bricks in this location again. So the only thing we'll make here for now, wait, what's the fabric need? Leather worker needs both. This needs both. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to have to leave this as fabric for now. Most of the way through the storm, our people are relatively, like, they're unhappy, but it's ticking down slowly. I don't think it's quite going to make it. So I think if I do that, excellent timing on that pause. That was a perfect pause. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put our beavers back now that the storm is not messing with us. And we are going to open up this glade immediately. And let's try to get this glade open too. Go with a nice balanced mix of people. +1 to wood production, but you lose all stored fuel. So we're going to lose the coal and wood that we have stored, but it gives us +1 wood. And this is definitely worth it, because we're going to eventually have that tax of 3 wood per villager. So better to do this now, while we can definitely recover them later. Bonus wood production is great, especially since that is the base wood production, so your chance for double production is on top of that. So now, with a base of 2, you've got a chance of producing 4, rather than having, 1 that can produce 2. It ends up being a lot of wood. Okay. Now, unfortunately, I don't have anything with which to do with this, except maybe I do. Maybe I do. Let's see. If we make bricks out of stone, and we say, well, how many do we need? 24?
Yeah.
Okay. So it takes 30 seconds for one guy. Oh, hey. No, you'll do it out of both. That's fine. Okay. So we need 24, and it's double. So we need 48 stone in order to do that. Well, that's good. We have 75 stone. No problem there. And it'll take one guy 30 seconds to make 2. So it'll make 3 guys 30 seconds to make 6. So we need 2 minutes of straight production, not counting break time, in order to make this. And then it takes 2 minutes to work. Okay. So what we're going to do is, because I've kind of got everyone focused on making sure that that actually happens, let's not open the second glade yet. And instead, what I'm going to do is actually take this human out of here and just tell them that they're going to work this with bricks. I'd rather save my stone, ideally, to make stone roads, but I can't afford to do that, and there's another stone deposit here. So we're going to be okay. Because we need 2 minutes here. Well, we need 1:30 here, and we need 2 minutes here, so that's 3.5 minutes, so 5 minutes. So even with break time and travel time, we should be all right. Next set of orders. 10 villagers with clothing for 2 minutes gives us +1 cloth production. That's pretty solid. Or if we can get packs of provisions, we can get lizards, lizard happiness, and some parts. I'm going to go with clothing the people. I'm further away from it, but I think it's better in the long run. This is a flat 50 times. It's not an at-once type of thing, so we can slow roll this. There's a lot of buildings that make biscuits, and we have humans, so we're going to want to make human houses anyway, so let's go with that. Oh, hey, there's a copper deposit there. That's pretty good. That means we'll be able to mine copper. And then fixing this stamping mill will let us make copper bars. Inefficiently, sure, but it lets us make copper bars, and it lets us make flour. So that is going to be pretty good as well for our long-term economy. My biggest concern right now is food. Not worried about fuel, because I've got a lot of wood coming in. There we go. And these trees have some chance of plant fiber, so we'll eventually be able to make cloth too. Maybe. Did I not tell you to invest? I didn't tell you to investigate. I just assigned you without telling you what to do. Okay. So 30 copper, 15 copper bars, and wildfire essence. Now, the wildfire essence is good. It lets us make additional hearths, but I'm not too fussed about the copper since we found a copper mine and there's copper in the trees. And since we need 16 points anyway, I'm going to go ahead and send this one to the Citadel. I'm going to stop them from making bricks, so they deliver their existing load of bricks, and then stop. We can fire them, and we're going to have them start working on this. We are also... Why did that explode? I guess that took longer than I thought it would. That's a problem. Okay, well, that exploded. So I've got some dead, got some dead woodcutters. Okay. And a dead beaver, and I lost my lumber camp. Well, that's bad. Okay, well, I mean, sometimes that happens, so I guess I'm just gonna send some people up here to start working this. Having fabric would actually be really good, as opposed to lowering the hostility of the forest by 50. That's really nice. Fabric jumpstarts my economy. Let's go ahead and lower this. There's not a lot of ways to do that. Meanwhile, down here, we have some dead lizards to take care of, so let's take care of them as well. And for this one, I think +2 training gear production could be good. Let's do that. Yeah, alright. So, that happens. Our hostility of the forest is pretty dang high. 3 per. We have 10, so 30 wood, no problem there. Though, why pay it if I don't have to? problem there. Major problem there. We definitely can't afford to burn that much. So I'm going to lose some people. And that's going to be a problem. Lost a lizard scout. That's okay. We'll put a beaver scout in here. We lost a beaver scout. Come on. Why can't you get for my unemployed people who don't slow down my game? We're about to lose a human, too. This is real bad. Yep, there goes our human. Okay, well, that is going poorly. Oh, geez, are we going to lose another iron run? This is bad. All right. Well, let's go ahead and do this. And how are you guys coming? You got 1:38 left. Rediscovered glade. No. Newcomers bring more per hub level. Now let's go with trade routes being faster. If you guys could finish, that would be swell. I mean, they're not gonna finish. So I lose another scout. Jeez. Like, oh, and I misclick. Okay. Man, that thing exploding really threw off my game. I definitely thought I had enough time. Like you saw me, I even did the math. Okay, well, there goes my last lizard. Just in time to solve the issue. Well, okay. Looks like we're dealing with 5 impatience right off the bat, and we're out of fuel. Okay. All right. Well, just hang on. We got this. We still got this. We've got our beavers. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Okay. So now we're down to 1 hostility, and we can turn this in for 3 more people. Gives us some tools, gives us some planks. That's all good. You know what? Let's grab a small farm, just in case it comes up. Make a guy. And we will need another woodcutter's camp, because our last one got destroyed. There's a really good copper mine there. Yeah, this is okay. Okay. Serve ale 60 times, or get 3 ancient tablets. I think the ancient tablets seem a lot more viable. Luxury goods or trading goods? Well, we've got the ability to make trading goods already. I don't like making trading goods, but we can. Thank you, chat. Yes, we have beavers. It's fine. That is the right attitude for playing this game. That is exactly how this works. 100%. We have beavers. It's fine. Oh, we got the 3 ancient tablets. I don't remember where, but that's great. We can turn that in, get some advanced foods, get another reward. Look at that. We're doing okay. This isn't that bad. Yeah. Surprise explosions, and we're just gonna have to adapt to that. Might be the name of the video, is Surprise Explosions. Let's actually move this over here and have them focus on clearing out that copper mine. And, you know, I feel like the explosion is a great place to put a merchant, because what are the odds it'll explode again? It's gonna be Explosion Memorial Merchants. That's what that is. And we'll put roads all around it. And Jorg shows up. Hello, Jorg. Okay. 3 incense when we produce 10 roots. Humans and lizards like incense. We've got 50 amber, because the amount of amber you get is based on hostility level. That's really good. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. Grab that too, just in case. We've got a decent pile of food, but let's get more. Right, we no longer have a way of making copper bars because that exploded. Always a good sign. Okay, so I definitely want food. I don't want to invest in good food, so let's just get basic foodstuffs. And let's get flour. And the reason I'm getting flour is flour, I believe, can be packed into trade goods to complete another mission. Except that is way more than we have. So how about that plus this? We'll sell you this, and this, and this, because I'm going to get plenty of copper later. And we will actually lower the amount of meat. Good enough. Okay. Balling on a budget. Yes, yes we are. 100%. Okay, let's see what we got. Global production is faster, but I can't trade. Definitely now. -5 to global result, but 15 for 5 minutes when I open new glades. No. Trade hub. We gain a reputation point when we sell a bunch of goods. We're definitely doing that one, because I guarantee we will be able to sell goods. Let's go ahead and move this guy here. Do this. Whoop. There we go. Meanwhile, over here we have you still clearing out space for our main settlement. You know what? Let's get a mix of people. And let's turn on coal production. Cap it at 100. Turn on brick production, which we're going to cap at 50. Turn on jerky production. And what we want to do is we want to do this. We want to do this first, this second, and then this third. And we will put our one lizard in there because he likes working in the heat. Cool. Okay. We'll put 2 humans on collecting stone. 2 humans. We don't need any humans collecting eggs. The reason I don't need humans collecting eggs is because I've got a lot of food supplies. Let's put 1 human in there. Beaver, beaver, yes. Stonecutters camp has no deposits nearby. That is fine. There are more stone deposits up here. This over here by... Oh, there's actually stuff we can collect with that. Cool. Okay. let's go ahead and move this whole camp operation over to this side so it'll have shorter trips back to the central hearth. We only wanted it over there to free this all up so I could drop a mine on it. And I forgot I had late treatment going for the lizards. Oh, no, I don't. Huh! They're just happy because I've got one lizard and he's working in one of his favorite buildings. It's nice and warm in the kiln, so no trouble there. Cap of, we'll say 20. But if I... Okay, we've got a lumber mill up and running. That's good. Well, up. It's not running yet. But it is built, and that is something. And now we no longer need this building to do anything. Because we have a leather worker. Yeah, we got a leather worker. I'm like, where am I going to get bricks? From the kiln, obviously. Let's go ahead and put a beaver in the lumber mill. Set a cap of 100 planks, which we want to do those first, and then we are going to say, how many trade goods? 25? Next set of orders. 20 harmony buildings. Burn 20 blight rod cysts for bonus coal production. Let's go with the bonus coal. Yes, the lizard is in his lane, warm and flourishing. Exactly what's going on. Humans like working in breweries, beavers like working in engineering buildings, and lizards like working where it's hot. So they get bonus production when there's meat involved, like the leather worker, but they like working where it's hot, like in a kiln or in a bakery or working the hearth. Beaver resolve is low, but this time I've got 492 wood, so we've got plenty of fuel to burn if I need to. Plus, I can always favor them, I think. Like we do this, and that's not enough, but if we do that, plus we do that, and suddenly it's fine. Everything is good. Three grain per minute, or an insect every time we cut down 2 trees. I'm going to go with 3 grain per minute, just so that I have access to grain. I mean, I've got a small farm, but I've got to find farmland for it to work. I think 3 grain per minute is pretty good. I mean, 1 insect every time I cut down 2 trees does let me turn wood cutting into food. And I haven't found... Yeah, let's go with the woodpecker. It's just correct. Turn that off. Stop favoring these guys. Get a nice mixed pack of people. We have 16 tools. That's interesting. Reeds, bricks, and berries. Parts, clay, and wildfire essence. Let's get this. Got 1 beaver. This should be a lizard. We want up to 100 of this. We don't want any water skins or luxury goods. Okay. Sahilda shut up. Hi, Sahilda. 100%, let's get the foragers camp, and let's get the wood cutting movement speed because they're cutting very efficiently. Faster pack production's not that good. We're kind of okay on food, but we're kind of not. So, actually, let's get more flour first of all, and then mushrooms. We're gonna sell this, this, this. A lot of that. Trade. There we go. Okay. And now, of course, it's time for that meme. Hashtag housing for beavers. Like so. How many beavers do I have? I've got 9, which means we need 5 beaver houses for all of the beavers to live in. Let's go ahead and do that. And then we need 1 lizard house and 3 human houses. I think that works. So once we get those up, now that's not quite, I think that's enough. Yeah, exactly. Hashtag housing for beavers. I said, yeah, that's what we needed. That is going to boost our happiness, which should keep us going pretty strongly during the storm. That should work. You know what? We're not going to use that copper, so we'll just build right over it. You don't have anything you can make cloth out of? Okay, get out of there. You can come up here and start making purging fire. Lumber, we need bricks. There's a lot of things we need. But that is alright because we are getting them. Now the foragers camp. I don't think it has anything to forage. So let's go ahead and just drop it here. And that has nothing to stone cut, so we're going to drop it here. Actually, yes it does. There's sea marrow up here that we can get. You know, this road isn't actually where I want it. Let's move this a little bit this way. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of pizzazz. So we are going to stick a row of, I think, night ferns that way. Okay, so beaver housing is completed. Everyone's unhappy. But if I burn one set of wood, that'll take us down to 2. Which isn't quite enough. If I burn 2 and fire a beaver, though, that gets us down to 1, and that is enough. There we go. Now we're 5 years in, and we finally cut all the trees that I wanted to along one wall. This is fine. Newly discovered nodes having more charges is pretty solid. That all looks good. Do I want to collect these reeds? I feel like I want to collect these reeds.
Yeah.
And let's risk it. Let's open up another one. Gotta do it sometime, right? And we have some living matter. Well, that is okay. It's going to burn through our food, but it just takes some time. So let's go ahead and take care of that. We've got our 3 human houses and our beaver houses. We can turn this in, get some more people. Brawling in religion? Brawling in religion it is. Who's unhoused? We need a couple more lizards. Sother. We need more clothing. We need clothing, we need brawling, but maybe I should be focusing on long-term gains. Let's see. Traders showing up faster, fuel burning longer. Now, let's go ahead and get these two things with all of the money that we have, plus a bunch of copper. And you know, I don't really mind selling sea marrow either at this point. There we go. Did you say brawling and religion? Yes. So that is what the clan hall provides. Brawling is for harpies and lizards, and religion is for humans and lizards and requires incense. So the clan hall is kind of the lizard-themed building. Okay, but lizards are deeply unhappy, and I don't know why. They're hungry. Because we don't have any food. Because the living matter is eating it all. Right. That would explain it. That would explain why they're unhappy. But now the living matter is gone, so I can go ahead and start collecting this. Which will give us some food. I said food was going to be a problem. I wasn't lying. It's a problem. Right now the only food we have are insects that we're getting from the trees and eggs that we're picking up. So, but it's not nothing, and that's good. It's a start. We've got a tier 2 hub here. With, what is that, 24 people living around it, which means it's time for me to get a second hub going. Annoyingly, I made that market exactly where I should have put my hub. That's okay, we will just put the hub here. That'll look nice. Nice road there. Nice road around the side. Very good. Order. Trapper's camp. Yeah, we're gonna need that. We're gonna need that immediately. In fact, let's fire both of these guys and put humans there, because humans can work that just fine, but they don't get bonuses, and I like my bonuses. Since lizards like working with fire, we're going to put a lizard in here. Hostility 4, so we paid our fine, which means I'm a bit late on the draw if I wanted to avoid the tax. But I can still do stuff to lower the hostility of the forest, and I probably should. Let's move you up this way. Just cut a nice swath through those trees. We want to, yep, he's there. That's good. And let's fire one beaver. You're not burning anything, are you? No. Okay. Now what if I actually fired all of my beavers? Not quite enough. Okay. Stop favoring the lizards. Because lizards lose unhappiness, or lose happiness a lot more slowly than other species. Plus I'm building them some housing, which should help. And yeah, by the time that they're going around that circle of abandonment, the storm is nearly over. Okay. Wood cutting is faster, lowered hostility for opening caches, or 3 roots per minute. Roots per minute is a consistent source of food. Wood cutting camp being faster multiplies the effect that we had from getting extra wood as a base production. And then lowering hostility when we open caches can escalate to be really good. But I think what I need right now is faster wood cutting. So we can multiply the thing we're already good at. Let's go ahead and take this pack. Now what do we have as far as employment goes? Beavers like working in mines, so we're going to go ahead and set that up. Meanwhile, I should probably open up another glade. So let's pop this over here and open up this glade. We will move this up here. We need 2 lizard houses. So let's put one next to the hearth and one across from the hearth. Not where I wanted that. Okay, so we have 3 unemployed people, and we have a destroyed rain punk foundry. So let's go work that, and we're going to restore it. Oh, look at that huge copper mine. This is just a great place for copper mining. Jeez. I don't have anything to smelt it, but it is a great place to be doing copper mining. Now, the problem with the destroyed rain punk foundry is that while we're working it, every 90 seconds living matter gets spawned. And so that means we're going to get, I think, 3? Great. And of course, living matter makes people unhappy and eats my food, which I can't very much afford, but so it goes. Let's move this harvester's camp down this way. Everybody's housed. Got food coming in. A lot of it's going to get gobbled up by yeah, that. Okay, if I ignore it, what happens while I'm ignoring it? Right, if I ignore it, it spawns more, and it gives a -3 global resolve modifier, which I can't just tank. So, what do we do about that? Let's fire these guys for now, and have them come do this. On food, that's gonna be I mean, we're just gonna be low on food for basically a year. It's awful, but there's nothing I can do about it. Like, we need to solve this. And there's our second living matter. And this one I think I'm actually gonna pull some beavers out of the mines for. At least it's giving us money. 20 amber here. No amber over there, but ancient tablets sell for a pretty penny. It's a weird phrase, isn't it? Pretty penny? I mean, I guess having money could be considered pretty. Hi, Bliss. What do you have? You don't carry food, because of course you don't carry food. Why would you carry food? Let's get faster axes. Faster movement speed sounds great. If I can get 10 more... Sell you this. Sell you this. I don't have anything else I can do with it yet. I don't think I need anything else that he has. I mean, incense could be good. What if I sold you 52 planks? How much incense could I buy? Quite a lot, as it turns out. Yeah. Now keep in mind, I took the perk that gives me +1 reputation when we sell 60 goods worth. So, or 60 amber worth of goods. So far we are up 1 point of reputation just from selling stuff. It makes selling stuff extremely useful, because I can win just by selling. Now, if you guys could finish restoring this foundry, that would be amazing. Another living matter clone. Great. Not what I wanted. I was hoping we'd finish before a third one spawns, but we didn't. We did, however, finish, so now we've got a building that, if we have copper bars, will let us make parts and let us make infused tools, which is very good for our economy. And since we've got all the copper we're going to need, it's just a question of getting a building that'll let us smelt stuff. So, smelting is the name of the game. And then hopefully just buying food. Right. That's a problem. Get out, get out, get out. This is going to be rough. I don't think I can do this without losing more people. Okay, well, we managed to keep that down to a small number of people. We're still out of food, but yeah, we're keeping people around. That's good. Okay, farmers can produce double yields when the effective biscuits. Well, the problem is we need farm fields for that. Ore production speed increases. Let's do that, because if we get a smelter, we are going to need it. Okay. Let's put beavers back in here. Okay. Very, very good. All right. And it occurs to me I can fill this up with lizards. And we can fill this up with lizards. Scavenger's camp has nothing it can do. But I believe I saw some roots up here that we can collect. So that's nice. And given that we have some training tools and some incense, I can put people in here, and that also increases production in camps that are not the woodcutter's camp. So that's good. Okay, that's lots and lots of living matter. We have 65 amber in the bank. It's a good amount of amber in case the trader shows up. We do need a little bit more housing, so let's go ahead and make some more housing. Oop, no, not that. This kind of housing. There we go. We only have 5 people living over here, so... Hey, lizards are happy. That's what happens when you get brawling and religion going. Unfortunately, I don't have any buildings that let me smelt copper, and I really need some. Because if we could smelt copper, like, this game would be over. We'd have everything we need. Now that we're making coal, let's turn this over to making coal instead of wood. Or to burning coal instead of wood. That'll let us build up some more fuel reserves. Are there no more eggs? Oh no, there's no more eggs. That's going to be a problem. That's what we've got to work with right now. Minute 20. That's after the storm. I think that's okay though. I think we're okay. Oh, packs of trade goods. Hey, hey! I forgot I was making those. Let's go ahead and turn that in, too. Okay, the ability to make flour could be good if, you know, I had stuff to make flour out of. The ability to make clothing could be good. I think I'm going to go with a bakery. Yeah, I'm going to go with a bakery. Where do I want the bakery? I think I want the bakery here. Seems like a nice place for bakery. Woodcutters camps out of trees. Okay, let's actually just fire all of you. And next year we will begin the year by opening up that glade. And then if I burn 1 wood and 1 coal, it should negate most of the penalties for the storm for this year. Check that out. And you know, I feel like this seems like a good spot to cut the YouTube video. So we are going to go ahead, and as soon as the storm lifts, let's go ahead and get ourselves a nice snapshot for the thumbnail. All the way over here. There we go. Alright, now, of course, if you are watching this on YouTube, remember you can catch me live Friday nights at 9:30 and Monday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, generally going until I finish a town. It's usually like 2.5 hours. So you are welcome to come hang out, give suggestions, put memes in the chat. The hashtag Housing for Beavers is a meme because people in the chat keep bringing it up, and so it's now part of the channel, and you can come be part of the channel too. Of course, if you don't want to come be part of the channel, that's fine. Watching on YouTube's good too. If you just remember to hit the like, maybe leave a comment, maybe subscribe if you're feeling especially spicy. I would love to drive up some algorithmic engagement so we can get me seen, you know? Get more videos in front of people of these nice city builders. And of course, if you have made it this far, I very much appreciate all this time. It's a lot of attention to be spending on little old me and my silly little game. So I'm glad you're here. Have yourself a great week, and I hope to see you in the next one.